Your grandfather did not need an appointment to change his tractor's oil. He did not need a certified technician. He did not need a proprietary fluid with a license number printed on the jug. He pulled the machine into the shed, slid a drain pan underneath it, and 45 minutes later the job was done. The oil cost. What oil cost? The filter cost $4. And the engine it protected, a Cummins 8.3 or a Deere 466, ran for 12,000 to 15,000 hours without complaint. Today you pull your 2022 tractor into the same shed. You find plastic shrouding bolted across the engine bay. You find a filter housing made of composite material your grandfather would have thrown in the scrap pile. And if you manage to change the oil anyway without the manufacturer's certified product, your warranty on a $300,000 machine is at risk. You are not imagining this. The most basic act of mechanical self-reliance in American farming has been systematically dismantled, not by accident, not by progress, by design. And somebody is profiting from every single layer of it. In this investigation, we are going to show you the access blockade they built around your engine, the proprietary fluid trap that turned a $50 task into a $300 dealer appointment, the filter housing designed to punish anyone who touches it without the right equipment, and the derate sequence that stranded farmers in their own fields during harvest. This is not a theory. This is a revenue strategy. For most of the 20th century, changing tractor oil required three things: a wrench, a drain pan, and a Saturday morning. Every machine built before 2005 gave you clean, unobstructed access to the drain plug and filter. Then they covered it up. Manufacturers encased engine bays in multi-panel plastic shrouding. Better thermal management, they said. What they built was a wall between you and your own machine. To change the oil today, you must remove 2, 3, sometimes 4 shroud panels using plastic clips that become brittle and crack after 3 to 5 seasons of heat cycling. The first time you remove a panel cleanly, you feel capable. The third time, you are holding a broken tab that costs $12 from the dealer and is not stocked at any farm supply store within 50 miles. Who profits? The dealer parts counter. Every broken clip is a transaction. Every panel that discourages the operator from trying again is a future service appointment. Modern Tier 4 engines strictly require CJ4 or CK4 low ash oil. The reason is real. High ash oil damages the diesel particulate filter, but the certified oil carries a significant price premium over standard diesel alternatives that meet the same lubrication standard. Document the use of a non-certified product, and you have handed the manufacturer the exact language needed to deny your warranty claim. The diesel exhaust fluid system adds another layer. If you run non-certified diesel exhaust fluid, the machine will initiate a staged derate sequence. First, a dashboard warning, then a 25% torque reduction, then speed limited to 5 miles per hour. In some systems, once you key off after a severe fault, the engine will not restart until a dealer tool clears the code. In 2021, during the harvest across the Midwest, diesel exhaust fluid sensor failures on late model tractors sent machines into 5 miles per hour limp mode in the middle of fields. The part was back-ordered for months. Farmers were stranded. Successful Farming and Reuters covered it. The manufacturer eventually released a software patch to bypass the derate. A public admission that the software restriction was the problem, not the engine. Who profits? The manufacturer collects licensing fees from certified oil companies. The dealer sells at markup. The service department clears the codes. The farmer pays for all of it. There was a time when the oil filter on a tractor was a steel canister, a thread, a rubber gasket. Steel does not crack. Steel does not strip. It forgave the farmer who over-tightened it. Today's agricultural engines use cartridge filters inside plastic composite housings with precise torque specifications. Exceed them, and the threads strip. Exceed them further, and the housing cracks. Early composite housings on high horsepower platforms are documented as prone to cracking under over-torque or heat cycling. A fracture causes Sudden oil pressure loss. On a turbocharged engine at operating temperature, that means one outcome: total seizure. Housing replacement runs $400 to $900. The engine it failed to protect costs 40 times that. Engineers who specify composite materials for components operating under farm field conditions understand exactly what they are doing. This is not incompetence. This is architecture with a margin attached. Change your oil at 250 hours. That was the standard. Engines maintained on that interval, the Cummins 6CTA and the Deere 6U76, regularly reached 12,000 to 15,000 hours on original bearings. Then manufacturers stretched the interval to 500 hours. Better chemistry, they said. Smarter monitoring, they said. What they did not say is that modern Tier 4 engines run hotter and accumulate soot faster than the engines those intervals were designed around. Variable geometry turbochargers demand clean oil. Documented failure rates on turbocharged farm engines are significantly higher in machines run on extended manufacturer recommended intervals. A turbocharger rebuild runs $3,000 to $6,000. The extended interval saved roughly $300 in oil and labor. The repair it contributed to cost 15 times that. The 250-hour rule kept your tractor running too long. That is precisely why they called it obsolete. If you own pre-Tier 4 iron with mechanical injection and a steel spin-on filter, protect it. Change the oil every 250 hours. That machine was built for the shed, and it will outlast anything built after 2012 if you maintain it. Its repairability is an asset worth more than any feature on a machine you cannot service without a dealer invoice. If you run modern equipment, change at 250 to 300 hours regardless of what the monitor says. Source your certified CK4 oil from a wholesale agricultural supplier, not the dealer parts counter. Find an independent shop with third-party diagnostic capability. Support right to repair legislation. The class action consolidated in Illinois federal court in 2022 was filed by farmers who bought equipment, paid for equipment, and were told they had no right to fix it. They designed the shrouding, the certified fluid, the fragile housing, and the extended interval as a single integrated system. At every layer, the question is the same. Who profits? Not the farmer, not the family that depends on that machine running through harvest. The shed has not disappeared. The drain pan has not changed. The only thing that changed is what they put between you and your engine, and how much they charge you to get past it.